Alright guys, welcome back. We got a gangster on here. He's about to tell you what not to do with real estate. Check him out.
Here's an advice for all you teens out there. If you want to be financially free and have wealth for tomorrow, you got to learn the discipline of saving money. If you don't know how to save money now, what makes you think you can actually learn how to save money when you're an adult? When you can learn to master saving money now, then the next step is you can learn to master investing later. Folks, if you don't learn how to invest and park your money now, you'll find a way to spend it on some stupid ass shit.
Okay, so that was just the first ad. I just want to begin with that because it's so powerful just to use like these iPhone ads or TikTok ads or something like that, and so many people just don't do that, and it's just so easy. You just put on this and you have basically free marketing. But what I really wanted to show is his ad on his channel. Okay, so he has this cool ad over here. When you press his name, where'd he go? Okay, here it is. So he over here, so he is talking to CBS, and it's basically just like a free ad for him. But there's one thing that I really like about it that is the reason why it's going to go far, and the reason why he's probably doing really well nowadays, and he's probably stayed motivated since 2004 to make what he's got now. All right, let's check it out. American hero.
A Seattle area realtor is interested in much more than selling houses. He's a Vietnamese refugee who's giving back to the country that took him in. Early Show national correspondent Hattie Kaufman has details in today's American hero.
You gotta get to your sister's age.
Morgan and her sisters have a roof overhead, thanks to Thach Nguyen, a landlord willing to rent to the formerly homeless, even though they can't quite make the monthly rental payments.
I take $300-400 a month loss every month. I just know that the universe or God would just give me massive financial abundance, that I don't have to worry about little stuff like that.
Nguyen has reason to feel the universe is taking care of him.
I was born in Vietnam. I was born on May 18, 1970.
It was the height of the Vietnam War. His dad worked for the American military. When Saigon fell, Nguyen was 4 years old.
We just got notice that the communists is coming in within about 3-4 days. In the Viet Cong, if you're a Vietnamese person working for the U.S., they're either gonna put you in prison for life, hang you, or kill you.
Your family would have been killed.
Oh, all of us. I wouldn't even be here today if we didn't left.
In the chaos, Nguyen's family was sent to the Saigon airport.
When we got on the airplane, my dad didn't even know where we were gonna go. And I asked my mom, what was your experience like? My mom said, we didn't know. We just knew we had to leave, and we didn't know where we was going. We didn't have any money. My dad had $100 total. And all we had was one suitcase of clothes for the whole entire family. And we didn't know where we were going to stay. We didn't know where we were going to live.
Incredible story of survival.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Afghanistan right now.
Where to live would shape his life.
But yeah, this is where I grew up. I remember playing in the yard. I remember all these houses here. I used to deliver newspaper to all of them.
This is where Nguyen lives today. He's one of the area's top realtors with more than 100 sales in the last year. He's a self-made millionaire.
Nice.
And now you've made your career in housing. It's kind of ironic.
It is ironic. Now I look back now, I believe everyone in this world have a purpose in life.
What do you think yours is?
My purpose in life is to help less fortunate people.
Help them get into a house.
What's up, G? How you doing, partner?
Nguyen teamed up with First Place, a nonprofit organization that helps families coming out of homeless shelters.
He believes in helping people who are at the bottom.
The problem is most don't have the money for damage deposits or to pay first and last month's rent.
No landlord anywhere will ever rent to people like this because they want first and last. They want good credit. Well, these people ain't got no credit. So I said to First Place, you know what? I step up. I will be the landlord that will rent to these people.
Not only is there a 33-year-old to walk in saying, I'll give a house, but a 33-year-old to walk in and say, I'll give him a chance.
Nguyen buys houses that he rents for less than market value, like this one, now home to the Coleman family.
He's gave me something that no one else has really offered, and that's hope.
Meditating each morning, Nguyen feels he's being divinely guided, and he's come to believe renting to the homeless is not enough. He wants them to become home owners.
Eventually, all of you will be in homes, and Thach will be helping some of you get into those homes.
So we can get them into a house, first of all, then we can actually start educating them on how to own their own house. So every month I do classes at First Place for these families who are in my rental houses so they can start to learn how to own their own house.
And in the classes, he tells his own
3
story.
years ago, last month in December, I went back to Vietnam for my first time ever in 29 years.
Nguyen took his parents with him to visit Vietnam.
And I see where we used to live, and then when I see where I live today, what I have today, it's like, my God, I don't have to pinch my own self to see if this is really true or not.
He knows America gave his family a place to live. That is the gift
Sorry,
he
there's a guy
wants
with
to
a
pass
chainsaw
on.
outside.
For The Early
Sure you
Show,
could hear
Hattie
that.
Kaufman, CBS News, Seattle.
What a fantastic story. Nguyen says he wants to help at least 10 families find housing this year. That is
Wonderful. One man can make a difference.
Interesting, huh? And the fact that he's made it on the news is just tells you how smart he is to get himself onto like a free network. He knows about the TikTok, he knows about getting himself on YouTube, he knows that people interview him for his great deeds. And what really helps him out, and the reason why this is huge, is not because he made it from Vietnam, but it's because of his why. He has a very, very strong why he does it. You know, he wants to help people who have bad credit, who are homeless, who can't afford housing, to live in his house. And for years now, it's been like 17, 18 years since this. For years now, that's been his structure. That's been how he's been wanting to run things, and that's why he stays how he is. He's still on making YouTube videos. He's still buying houses. He's probably made a lot more money just from the housing market, and that's because of why he does it. He does it for the people who grew up like him or are immigrants. They can't afford it and all that stuff. So this really helps, like, also get other people to realize his vision. So just from watching this, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, you know, this guy's a good guy. I would work for him, or I would trust him enough to learn from him. And yeah, so plus he's just cool dude. He doesn't want to just house the homeless either. He wants to actually make them learn that industry so they could learn how to be homeowners, like learn how to make passive income or whatever it does. So yeah, I want to actually watch one more video, and
I got this crazy idea.
The reason why I want to watch this one is because he gets,
going to follow that guidance.
It's a good start to an ad, but he kind of missed an opportunity here, and that's okay. But I think this is just a good way to show what you know and you show your credentials. So let's check it out.
People say to me, Dad, when I retire, I want to have $100,000 a month in passive income, or $200,000 passive income, or $50,000 passive income. Do you know what it takes to even have $20,000 a month in positive cash flow? 20,000. We're not even talking about 100,000, folks. And a lot of people don't realize what it actually takes. Let me show you what it takes to even get 20,000. And if you can achieve that, then let's talk about 100,000. So let's think about this. Let's say the average rent in your area is $3,000, okay, per house. If you want 20,000 a month, you're gonna need 7 houses, free and clear, to have about $21,000 a month in positive cash flow.
Dang.
So let's say in your area in Seattle, it costs about $700,000, right, to have one house. Now, I'm not saying that's the most expensive home, not the cheap home, but on average, it's about $700,000, and you can get $3,000 on rent on a typical house. So, if you need 7 of this, you would need $4.9 million in cash. You gotta buy 7 houses and pay off 7 houses. You need literally $4.9 million cash to have 20 grand a month in positive cash flow. So let's say you're 35 years old. You're gonna need basically $5 million, and let's say you wanna retire at the age of 50. So that's basically in 15 years. So let's say $5 million divided by 15 years. You're gonna have $333,000 a year just on the side just to buy this, let alone pay for your house, pay for your car, your living, your kids' school, everything. That's just separate. You need to have that amount of money every single year to apply for this only, just to make 20,000, folks. You hear me? So when you're talking about 100,000, do you understand what it takes? It's ridiculous amount of money to take, and you need seriously discipline to make money and park it. So, folks, so when I say to you, how much money you want to make passive income when you retire? Get 20 grand first. Get 4.9 million, and let's talk about the next thing. Got it?
So, yeah, no, I really liked, okay, so I'm going to go over what I really liked about it, and it's just disrupting you from your day right here. So, back here, he says in the beginning, hey, people in the beginning paying me $100,000 in passive income, right? And a lot of people, that's your dream. That's a lot of people's dreams. I think of it, you think of it, don't lie. And it's just like what a lot of people commonly think they're going to do, but they haven't really put any thought into it. So he's going to say that that's really hard. He's going to break it down. Hey, it's actually extremely, extremely hard to do that. You have to have all of these things. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to have 4.9 million in revenue. And then he goes into breaking down the math and all that stuff. But what I really would want, and I know he's not making it out here, but what I really would want is, so you break it down and then you're kind of making people feel like, oh shoot, I got to figure out how to do this. I got to figure out how to make money. And then you hit them with, and I was reading in the comments over here, but you hit them with, a solution to that problem. So he goes, great video, but this isn't using the 1% rule. In my area, I could buy duplexes for $275K. That gets $2,500 to $3,000 a month in rent. So it'd be 22 million using those numbers. Not impossible, but still a lot of work. And he could go with anything. He could go with how to use this 20,000, so you make 20,000, and then what are you going to put it into to get you that 4.9 million? So you could start off right. So you could start off and you're not making any mistakes. You don't have to buy as many houses, and you could get that 20,000 a month in income faster, right, in the next 5 years. So yeah, he just left it off there. I think he was just going on a rant, but you could see how you could use this to really persuade somebody that they have a problem, that they have this huge dream, and the only thing is they haven't really logically thought of it, and then you've logically thought of it, so you have a solution, or you've done it before, and then now you could sell them on their dream. So yeah, that is the rest of that video. I really like this guy. I enjoy this guy. I love his energy. He's straightforward. He's from Vietnam. He's an immigrant, and he's ready to make money, and he wants to help the homeless and maybe even people who are on TikTok to figure out how to use their money, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah, I'll leave that on that. And if you like this video, if you like Nguyen, go follow him, follow me, and then give us a like button. So yeah, peace.